that he started the race with.
Here is Spencer leading handily. Cooley has fallen far downfield, so at this moment, Cooley's strategy is simply to save that rubber, keep himself out of trouble, and hang on to by far his best finish ever in the 200. Freddie Spencer has come home second a couple of times in this race. Both times he had to change, now let me recall, I think one year it was one tire and the other year it was two tires. That's just part of the bad luck that has plagued him. Dale, it looks like Freddie's finally going to break out of the slump, break the jinx here at Daytona. And as I said before, I think everybody's got to be happy with this cycle week 85. 3.5 miles from the checkered flag, Freddie Spencer, a couple of minutes away from an accomplishment that he has dreamed of since he was 11 years old and came to Daytona International Speedway as a rank amateur, a wide-eyed kid dreaming of the day when he would win the Daytona 200, dreaming of being world champion. Freddie Spencer in his 23 years, 17 of which have been spent racing, has done it all. He's won 13 Grand Prix races, 11 Superbike events, won the World Championship, youngest man ever to do it, but he has never won the Daytona 200. He came here in 1985 to do not only that, but to sweep the triple, Formula One, Formula Two, and the race that has always eluded him. Dale, it's a wonderful accomplishment, and he's got to be just glowing inside as he makes that final tour of the backstretch.
I can remember it well, Dave. It's a feeling of cold chills you'll never forget. Down the back straightaway for the last time, and he's going to take it real easy, braking early, leaning over, going into chicane. That is the greatest feeling, Dave, right there in all of motorsport. When you make that last turn, you know that your chances of, the risk that you take out there is at a bare minimum right now. He just has to ride the motorcycle straight up and down for another mile and a half, and he's going to conquer the biggest accomplishment he's always dreamed of, the Daytona 200.
This kid can kick it out of gear and coast home from here, ladies and gentlemen. After an early problem dropped him to 49th place, Freddie Spencer has come charging back. Freddie Spencer has done it. Freddie Spencer has won the Daytona 200 and swept the Daytona Triple.
It's good to know a bit of the history of these motorbikes before you start them. That's what I like to do. So I got it's the 1983. So I haven't started pulling this one down yet. But after knowing a bit more about these bikes, sort of makes it more exciting about doing them up if you know a bit of the history of them. Also, if you're talking to people, a lot of people are really interested in knowing the bike after it's been restored, or what it's like. I said, you can see the red one here has been pulled apart quite a bit. I've been just cataloguing it all and photographing it all. It makes a huge difference to when you're go to put it back together. Probably giving myself about 12 months to 2 years to do up one of these, but I want to do a good job on it, so it's going to take me a little while. It's the engine out of it. It's a VF750F. Now I found out this particular motor is seized, so what I've actually done, I've filled it up with diesel fuel right up to the very top, right up in the rocker covers here, and hopefully it'll free itself up when I drain the sump oil. It was cooling inside it, and who knows, I'd say it's what I can gather, it's been stationary for about 8 to 9 years, and it probably has had that coolant in it all that time. It was green coolant, but so we'll see what it's going to be like. So this one here, apparently the motor does turn over. I haven't had enough time to look at it yet to turn it over, but I'm cataloguing all this. So I started pulling it apart, the wiring apart on it first, just bit by bit, starting from the back and moving forward. Engine out. So what's a good idea too is, what I've been doing here is putting it, cataloguing it all in boxes, and then listing it, all the part numbers, all the parts that are in there, not so much the part numbers I should say, but all the parts that are in there. If I have got part numbers, I'll write them down and put them in the boxes as well, so I can just go to whatever part is on the bike. So what I'll do, I'll start restoring. As I start to restore this, I'll do it box by box until everything's brand new in all the boxes. So I've got some new gasket set for the engine here. Some bits here, bits and more stickers and the like for the fuel tank. Yeah, so I've just been sort of just basically cataloguing the whole lot. Good idea is to start with a manual as well, some handy information in here. Get that on eBay. This is one of the boxes, so I've just marked it on the front here. Rear hub, rear chain hub. Put everything in bags. Yeah, just rear sprocket hub parts. Just mark it all. Wheel bearings. Takes you quite a while. I've got to admit, like when you start off, it takes quite a while to do all this, but it makes it well worth it in the long run to just take your time to pull the whole bike apart, because it just makes it so much easier to buy parts for it, fix them up, restore them. This bike here, of course, was the second one. I'm going to strip this bike right down as well, same as the red one over here, which it used to be red. That's the colour of it. It's been repainted. These are original colours. The red has faded off the tank here. That's been faded, gone. So I'm going to pull this one completely apart. So I don't have to spend as much time to pull this one apart, because I've already catalogued and marked all the parts on the other one by photo. So when I got to put it back together, probably in 12 months time or more, I'll just start with the photos the reverse way and just work my way through it with the manual, and it'll make it a pleasure to put it all back together.